Hello everyone, I'm Lily.
I'm Sally.
In this series, we wanted to talk to you about selling in Sydney. We made this series for those who are planning to move to Sydney.
In the video today, we'll be covering renting in Sydney, including locations with price ranges, how to find a place, and the renting procedure.
Now let's look at some specific locations.
We've picked a few suburbs that are key transport hubs.
We've collated the rental costs for 2-bedroom apartments and 3-bedroom houses in these areas. As you can see, a 2-bedroom apartment in the Sydney CBD would cost you about $700 to $1,800 a week, whereas a 2-bedroom apartment in Penrith will cost you between $260 to $750 a week. If you look at 3-bedroom houses, in the Sydney CBD, it will cost you between $1,000 to $1,500 a week, whereas in Penrith, it will cost you $350 to $525 a week.
So those that are closest to the CBD area are the most expensive, and it gets cheaper as you move further inland away from the harbour.
You can also see that there is quite a bit of range, even for the same suburb. This is because properties that have water view are generally more expensive.
The size of the properties, whether there is a car space or garage included, and the age of the properties also make a substantial difference to the price.
Good to know. Units are generally older red brick 3-storey high buildings with no lift access, like this.
Whereas apartments are generally newer high-rise with lift access.
There are a couple of main websites you can use to search for property for rent in Sydney.
You'll find them in the description box below.
Now let's look at one of the websites.
Let's take realestate.com.au as an example.
On this page, you can click on Rent to search for rental properties that are available. In this search bar, you should enter the suburbs you wish to search in.
Let's say we use Bondi as an example. On this page, you can also select any property types that you would like to rent. Any minimum or maximum number of bedrooms. If you have a budget range. And whether you would like to search by availability date.
You can also search surrounding suburbs by leaving that checker box checked. If you do not wish to search surrounding suburbs, you can uncheck that. Click Search when you are ready.
You can then sort the results by the price, listing age, or next inspection date.
Each listing would include a few pictures of the property, the number of bedrooms, bathrooms and car space, the asking rent, available date, and any other details of the property.
You'll see any open home dates listed to check out the home in person. If this is not listed, then you can click on Request an Inspection to book a time to check the home.
Once you've found your dream home, you need to submit an application with the real estate agent.
You will need to submit proof of employment and income, such as a letter from your employer and a bank statement, along with your identification documents with the application form.
Using this as an example, the tenancy application form will ask you for details including the address of the property that you would like to rent, the rent that you have agreed to pay, the lease commencement date, the lease term, and the number of occupants that will occupy the property. as well as your personal details.
They may also ask for your applicant history, that is, details of any renting experience if you have done so before. You should speak to your real estate agent if you do not have any renting experiences in the country. They may also ask for your current and previous employment details. Here, they also want 2 contacts in case of any emergency and any other details, such as your car's registration and if you have any pets. The agreed payment and information on documents you can provide as identification.
Finally, once you have double-checked the information you've filled in, you can read through the declaration statement, and if there is no problem, you can sign and date it to complete the tenancy application form.
Once submitted, you will usually have to wait 24 to 72 hours for the agent to inform you whether your application is successful or not.
If your application is successful, you will then go and sign the lease and be required to pay 2 to 4 weeks rent plus another 4 weeks rent as bond.
The lease term is generally 6 or 12 months, but if you wish to stay for a shorter or a longer period of time, you can always negotiate with your landlord.
Rent is generally paid by direct bank transfer or BPay. If you wish to pay your rent by cash, some real estate agency may still accept that these days, but this is quite rare. You can usually get your bond back at the end of the tenancy, provided that you have not caused any damage to the property or have any outstanding rental payments.
In the case where you don't get your bond back in full, your real estate agent must notify you of the reason why.
Before you move into your rental property, you should try to connect electricity, gas, internet, and a telephone line if you need this. Water is provided by the landlord, so this should be ready for you when you move in.
On the day you're moving into your new home, you can either pick up the keys at the real estate agency or you can organize a place to meet up with them. And then you can settle into your new home.
But on the day you arrive into the country, will you have the opportunity to do all that?
Well, if it is too difficult for you, you can actually simply rent a room. There are some common websites where you can find a room for yourself. You can even find this on realestate.com.au.
That's it from us today. We'll go through other aspects of settling in Sydney in our later episodes. If there's anything that you'd like to know in particular, please leave us a comment.
We hope you enjoyed this video and found this video helpful. Please subscribe, like, and turn on the notifications so it'll notify you of the latest videos. Bye for now!
Hi everyone, I'm Lily.
I'm Sally.
In today's series, we wanted to talk to you. Not today.
Today's series.
Search for property for rent in Sydney.
Then you can settle into your new home. Agent must notify you the reason why. If for shorter or longer period.
Water and internet. You should try to connect
A room for yourself.